What it do, everybody? It's your boy Johnny B. We on JBTV. Hope y'all been loving all the content we've been giving y'all. Just make sure y'all hit that like button, share, and subscribe to the channel, JBTV, for more content. Let's get it. Yo, what's good? We back with another exclusive, man. We got my boy back in the building, man. Jaylin Scott in the building, man. What's going on with you, bro?
Man, everything, man. I'm glad to be back. You know, second episode, man. Got a lot to talk about. So,
Second of many more, man. Like I said, this is like you family on here. I love talking basketball with you. I love to pick your mind. So, second of many more to come, man. For real. Before we get into basketball and you know what I'm saying, you on the court. First off, how your summer so far off the court? Did you get to do like Juneteenth? We got Summerfest coming up. What you into?
Honestly, I really just been spending time with my dad. My dad just got out of prison. Okay. So I really been spending a lot of time with him, training and stuff. Mm-hmm. I've been reffing a lot too. Yeah. Making bread. Oh, okay. Yeah, and staying out the way for real. Yeah. Yeah.
And we spoke on your father a little bit on the first interview. So, all right, so he back home now. I know he was a big impact on your life. Yeah. So you got him back home for Father's Day. Yeah. Yeah. So how was that day for y'all?
It's gonna take me a while to get used to my dad, being here. So just being able to just call him whenever I feel like it, we can just chill, kick it. So that's something that's gonna take a while for me to get used to. So yeah, I'm definitely grateful. You know, and I appreciate every second I spend with my dad. It's certain stuff I usually don't be doing all the time, but it's I can't say no to my dad. If you want to go out, have a drink, do whatever, I can't say no to that right now. It's at that point. So
facts. Hey man, them times is important for real. So
for sure,
I feel that. Just as far as the rest of Milwaukee, I want to just get your point of view before we get into basketball. It's the summertime now. It's positive stuff that go on, but you know the city turned up around this time. We hear about stuff on Hampton, and just you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of crime and stuff that go on in the city in the summertime. What's something that you like to change about the city personally that you know what I'm saying, that influence and impact your life?
Just feeling comfortable with just going anywhere. It's certain places. If I want people that I know from school that want to come here, I gotta be mindful of where to take them, stuff like that. But just honestly, it's not much that I could say. It's not much gonna change in the sense. It's just people messed up here. But definitely just safer environments and just stuff not getting messed up. That's good. I think war zone is one big thing that's been coming. I don't want to end just based on people's behavior. I hope that stick around for a while. Yeah. And just stuff that's traditional. You know, every year I don't want nothing that people get excited for. You know, like Juneteenth. I don't want people that some people get excited for. I don't want that to be something that they take away because people don't know how to act.
Exactly. Yeah. Especially with Juneteenth in our city, it's always been a staple. But I even know when I was growing up, I didn't even know Juneteenth was about you know what I'm saying, the slaves being free. I thought it was damn near East Side Day, get stumped in if you ain't from over there. So we do gotta change that part of the culture. And I want to ask that too because I hear Stephen A. He spoke on Memphis. And you know, Memphis, Milwaukee, that's sort of similar for real, but he's talking about how players don't even feel comfortable signing to a Memphis and stuff like that. So not just Milwaukee, but you know, just the communities that we in. We in all these major cities, Chicago, stuff like that. So that is important to change. We do want to see some change. We know stuff ain't gonna get a wine overnight, and you know stuff gonna change. But we would love to see some change in our black community for real.
Yeah,
for sure. So yeah, I just wanted your input on that. Today we got Game 7. You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma and Indiana. I didn't think it was gonna even reach Game 7. I thought it was gonna be OKC in 6. What's your prediction for tonight, and how you been feeling the series so far?
Man, my boy Ty been doing his thing. I don't know. I want them to win because it's Ty. He's my guy. So, you know, but I wouldn't. If they lose, I'd be cool because it's just two new faces in the finals, and I just like seeing good basketball. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not mad at whoever wins.
Yeah, facts. So. I'm glad I ain't no big fan of. Well, I didn't go in saying you know, either of these teams wasn't my team, so I can really watch it. You know what I'm saying? Just watch pure basketball. It is exciting for real, especially with the role players. how they really stepping up in this series. Like, yeah, Shea, he dominated, but it really took the role players for each team to win. So
Yeah.
I like this series so far.
No, for sure.
We had today too. KD got traded to the Rockets today. How do you feel like that move is for KD? Do you feel like he can, you know what I'm saying, at least push them to like a Western Conference Finals? Because this team, they got put out in the first round, but they was second in the league this year. You think that's going to elevate the Rockets?
Yeah, I think somebody with that level of experience and intelligence can help any team. Honestly, it's about just other guys buying in and listening to what he got to say. I think he got a couple of vets over there. I know he got Fred VanVleet over there, and they did it without him. So he can at least get them to the conference finals.
Yeah, facts.
You know, and I think just it don't start in the playoffs. It starts in the regular season, the preparation, and I think him being there and it being more than just Fred, because Fred VanVleet wearing him a ring too. So I'm sure that was one, but having two vets like that in there with that kind of experience, it definitely, get them guys over the hump.
And too, so speaking on that and speaking on the summertime, we in the summertime, it's the grind. So before we even go into your past season, what's the focus right now? You know what I'm saying? Is we in the middle of the summer now. You know what I'm saying? So just tell me, what's the focus for you as far as, is it improving areas of your game, or is it really just polishing right now?
Just long talks with my dad just about because when he got out and he was just like, man, you got to be doing this, you ain't doing that. Like, we was having this conversation. I'm like, I'm telling you, I'll do it. And then he like saw real footage. He was like, my bad, you right. But just cleaning up, like just making me more aware of when to do the stuff that I need to be doing out there to have that look of NBA point guard, So it's just about identifying that on the court, and also just getting stronger, getting bigger and stronger, more athletic. That's been my summer. So polishing.
Yeah. So, and too, you spoke on it before, but with the League Warzone, you know what I'm saying, going on. That's I want to speak on that platform a little bit. You're a real face of the league right now, I feel like. So first, just give me a breakdown on how Warzone's going. You know what I'm saying? It's a one-on-one league, and just some of the feedback you get from it. I see on social media you targeted a lot. So like, how do you take all that, and how do you like the Warzone experience?
As far as people calling me out, that's kind of what I signed up for in a sense. Like, when you get to a certain point, everybody gonna feel like they can play you. I even go out, it be random people like, I'll push you out. It's like, all right, bro. So that's what come with it. But people gotta understand, like, it ain't even about me being a pro and all that. I've been playing one-on-one since I was a kid. So like, a lot of the stuff like that you try to do defensively, I'm just gonna take what I want. And that's what people don't understand. It's not just, I just became a one-on-one player overnight. Like, I've been playing one-on-one since I was 8 years old. Yeah. So this is just me being able to showcase my one-on-one ability to the world. And my experience, it was just like, it turned me up. I didn't think it was gonna do that.
Man, the atmosphere lit up in there, dog.
That's when I learned. I remember I seen like a video or something like that, and I was learning like, you gotta take advantage of whatever opportunity. You don't know what opportunity, because that was kind of part of how I got my overseas gig too. That was part of it. I didn't even realize that, but yeah, it turned me up. I enjoyed like just seeing people I ain't seen in years come out. Some people they in the streets and stuff like that. They doing what they do, but it was just a way of everybody getting away from life. And getting to watch me play, and I enjoyed that. But when I come into it, I be locked in, so I don't realize how many people be there until like I go watch it. Yeah, I'm like, bro, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people that play a one-on-one in front of.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. So that was the thing. I didn't think I was gonna like blow up off of that like that. But it was definitely cool. So,
and we spoke on it too, just like the social media side, because you seem like real mild-mannered, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't seem like you get too high, too low on stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, just the social media side, like I brought up, you know what I'm saying, people seeing you as like number one as a target, but exposure wise too. So do you just take it like, you know what I'm saying, the good and the bad from it? How do you take that?
I was ready for it before it came. I prepared myself for it. Everything in my life that's like coming, I prepared myself for it, like mentally. So it was just mental practice. So I take it in. You know, I'm definitely grateful for it. You know, and I understand that. I understand what come with it. You know, it's gonna be people that hate. It's gonna be people that love you for it, and it's just like still just remaining yourself. Like, and that's what I take from it. Treat people right. You know, and it's gonna all get better. So it's hard to like say, but yeah, I be mellow. I just be you know, even killed with everything.
Yeah. And as far as just like the culture of basketball, I feel like it is sort of expanding a little bit. You hear Kyrie talk about like the one-on-one culture of basketball, highs. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we always look at the NBA 5-on-5 play, and that's what we judge people off. But I heard Kyrie, he was speaking on like just the other kind of genres in the sport that we got, like one-on-one, 5-on-5. So like, what do you feel? Or how should I ask this? What would you say is the difference for you, and what do you love more as far as like, do you love a 5-on-5 more feel, or do you feel like real basketball come in anything like 2-on-2 and 1-on-1?
I like 5-on-5 because you gotta do way more thinking than in the 1-on-1. But what I do like about 1-on-1 is it's just you and him. I think you can be either or, and you can be good at both. Like but it's all about pace. Whether you playing 5-on-5, 3-on-3, 1-on-1. If you got good pace, I think you fine. But I think a lot of guys, 1-on-1 is helping a lot of guys that really didn't get a chance and their opportunities at the 5-on-5. So now, you know, 1-on-1 is like opening my eyes, like guys can hoop. Yeah. I think that's all it's about. It's just, you know, it's a way of just showcasing more guys, and you can see who really can hoop. But I'm always gonna take 5-on-5 because it's a lot more into it. Yeah. And I think it teach you more about life, just playing and you know, being around other guys and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's deep. I like that. And shoot, like you said, the culture becoming big. We got a big three out here now. We just seen Lance Stevenson and Michael Beasley go out 1-on-1. So all these lanes gonna be projecting. But I love that answer. That's real. As far as with Warzone, Trey Jefferson, he the face of it, you know what I'm saying? Speak on Trey Jefferson, you know what I'm saying, what he mean to not just the city, but like, what's your experience with Trey Jefferson and how y'all get connected?
Man, it's crazy. I've been watching Trey Jefferson since I was like a little kid. Like, I remember I used to be in high school, we used to have like little Chromebooks. And I used to get in trouble for watching his highlights when I was supposed to be doing my schoolwork. And so, like, fast forward 10 years later, it's like it feel like I can do no wrong in his eye. Like he it's like a love. Like, he really like loved me in the sense like he got me my first like 1-on-1. Like, cause I remember we was playing in the gym, and he was just like, yeah, like, and we just locked in from there. And once we started playing the one, when he started Warzone, because I lost my first 1-on-1 to somebody from out of town, but like I didn't know what I thought it was gonna be a regular 1-on-1. It was different. And then he was mad at me. And then I remember I was chilling with my guys, and he was like, "Little bro, I got my money on you again. Play tomorrow." And I was like, I don't know, because I was kind of down when I lost. I shouldn't have lost. But when he sent that, I said, I can't go out like that. I can't go out with no L. Yeah. I gotta at least get a win. So then I go. This was because the first 1-on-1 wasn't Warzone. It was something else. Okay. So the first game with Warzone I played, it was way more people. I said, oh yeah, I can't lose today. So and then I ended up winning, and it was just like it was up from there. And yeah.
But okay.
So we started building our relationship. And then he like, yeah, can't nobody. And he started pushing me out like, ain't nobody seeing Scotty in the ones. Like,
Yeah.
This the one. Like, you know, so that's how our relationship built. And then I think I played another one-on-one. He's like, little bro, I'm finna come grab you. We chopped it up. And then he was telling me all about Texas Southern, the Rebels, like his whole experience, like and how ball his life and all that came about.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there like, damn, like I would have never thought I'd be in this situation, but yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah,
I rock with Trey.
Yeah, man. Hey, he a legend, man. What he giving back to the city with this, you know what I'm saying? It turned up fast too, so I could just see, like, you know what I'm saying, 5 years from now, like the progression is gonna do.
Yeah.
But and I see your relationship, y'all bond, and just, you know what I'm saying, his game, y'all can go look it up, but most definitely legendary game in Milwaukee. But he most definitely love your game because, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I caught on your game late, but I instantly became a fan, man. It's easy. It's some qualities you see in both of y'all, so I most definitely like that connection y'all got.
I definitely took some stuff.
Yeah.
I definitely saw some stuff. Like, I'm finna go try that. And then, yeah.
Facts. And this is something I just thought of too, because it's one thing I really do love about your game, your pace. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You can't get sped up. It's almost like Luka status. You know what I'm saying? You're not speeding that up. Where did you develop that from?
Appreciate that. I ain't gonna lie. I had pace growing up, but I didn't know what pace was. So then once I realized what it was, you know, and I started paying more attention to it. I started watching people like smaller guards, watching Luka, watching guys, and then I just started like just going to the gym, trying it. Like, okay, how can I implement this, implement that? Because I wasn't fast growing up. I was slow, so I had to have some kind of pace and move. So I'm like, okay, now that I'm faster, I'm not gonna be able to just beat people off speed. I'm gonna have a off speed, like a switch of gears. So I'm like, how can I, you know, factor my pace in with my handles and my speed? And then I just started studying other people and just going to practicing. And then wherever I played, I just used it. And then over time, I'm like, okay, people start telling me, I'm like, okay, it's working.
Yeah. And especially as a small guard, like all I used to watch was basketball, but my favorite players to always watch was people like Steve Nash. Like you said, he's not that fast. He even broke it down one time just how much he literally just getting off the hesitation and reading stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like that's a real pro game for real. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I always peeped about your game when I first seen you. And it's even getting better now that, you know what I'm saying, we're going to speak on your season. But even this season, I was real impressed by it, for real.
Appreciate that.
As far as, because you a bucket getter, and I want to speak on that a little bit. And you being a point guard too, and you got to show, you know, scouts different parts of your game. How do you know the tone, you know what I'm saying, being a bucket getter like you are, how do you know to tone that back or when to tone that back?
A big part of that is just paying attention to the game and having emotional intelligence. Like, I know when I can read somebody's body language, you know, when somebody ain't had the ball, they ain't got enough shots, I can see that. And I'm open, you know, I try to build a relationship with my teammates to where they feel comfortable coming to me and telling me that, you know, let me see it rock. You know, I don't mind like sharing it. And I know when to tone it back, just like if we ain't if I'm not going and like or other guys are going, obviously let's move the ball, or the other team going to run, let's move the ball. So sometimes it be somebody's going, or we just need to get some ball movement, and that's why. And then I think the ball is energy. So and I don't like working too hard for my buckets, you know. So if I'm not going, like if my shot ain't falling, I'm gonna find another way to do it. So that'd be like. But when I'm going, ain't no turning it down. You know, they know, like yeah. So
and not saying as far as like on your team, but if you look at just the whole landscape of basketball with like smaller guards but being bucket getters, do teams always sort of throw? Do you feel like they always sort of like hinder smaller guards to be like those top scorers like they could be? Like I feel like Iverson is one guard that always got the green light. But other than that, like you get your Isaiah Thomas, yeah, he had one season, but once he caught that injury and stuff, they want him to tone that back. You know what I'm saying? So like, just with small guards, do you feel like not just the NBA, but it's sort of they have something against y'all being like the leaders and like scoring and you know what I'm saying, taking over the team as far as that aspect? Has that ever been like a problem for you? Because it seemed like, and because what I'm saying is, as far as like with small guards, they always seem like they want them to, you know, do more. They'll never give you like the Kevin Durant treatment just because he's 6'11". Like he don't gotta facilitate. Sometimes he can be focused on scoring. I feel like with small guards that do have that ability, they still want them to do other things. Do you ever run into that issue?
I think it's based on your situation.
Okay.
Because it's some coaches look at it like, okay, I could find a 6'5" guy to do the same stuff you do. Or they also look at it like he probably a liability on defense.
Okay.
So you gotta kind of they kind of kick. You mean like, so basically in the league, yeah, they kicking the smaller guards out. But I think it's hurting the game in the sense of it's taking the creativity out of the game.
Yeah.
Like, but there's a lot of bigger guards that's good, but I think you gotta have smaller guards in the game, you know, because you know it's the creativity of the game. Like guys ain't doing what the smaller guys are doing. Like, you ain't gonna see it too much.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and especially, and I like that you brought it up because I think about like the uniqueness, like especially right now with TJ McCollum, you know what I'm saying, and just how you come in and bring in energy. Pritchard, he won 6th Man of the Year. That's something like, you know what I'm saying, that's somebody I could compare you to as far as being able to come off the bench. Like you brought up, it depends on what role you in, but he come in as a 6th man, he able to get that green light to do his thing for real, you know what I'm saying? So like just guards like that, you see them sometime, but I feel like that role is getting diminished. That is a good role for real for young guards, you know what I'm saying, and smaller guards for real. So yeah, that's something I feel like is getting slight diminished. But
let me add this. It's different if scoring is all you do.
Okay, all right.
Like if you a smaller guard and you can score, but you can do other stuff, then it's different. Because it'd be guys that just only score. They're only looking to score. They're not making nobody better. So I think that's the difference maker. Like if you can make other guys better and you can score and you little and you can play D, that's one thing. But if you just little, you just out there scoring, I don't need you for that. And I think that'd be the difference in the smaller guards that stay around and the smaller guys that get kicked out. That's what I meant to add to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, so all right. Last time you was here, you wasn't on the way to Canada yet. So just give me a breakdown on how that opportunity came up. It's called Halifax, right?
Yeah.
Halifax, Canada. Give me a little breakdown on how that opportunity came up for you.
Man, I was really stressing. Like, Warzone kind of like saved my life in a sense. Like, I wouldn't say saved my life, but brought me back to life because it gave me something to do. I was home for 10 months after I graduated, not knowing what's next. That was hard for me, you know, so not knowing what's next. But the opportunity came up because I ended up going to the combine. I went to the combine and I did well. And none of the teams there was really like interested in me. Like they liked me, but like they weren't trying to like pull a trigger or whatever. So my coach, that ended up being my coach, he just saw me because it was 2 courts. I was on a court where coaches weren't really watching most of the games, but it was a court where they were paying the most attention to. I said, if I get a game on that court, they're gonna see me and it's gonna be over with. So I ended up getting on the court. I probably had my best game there. He saw me. I didn't see him, but he saw me, and he wrote my number down. And I didn't notice. So the next day, he hit up my agent in Canada. So, but my agent hit him up, like showing him my stuff, like keep an eye out on him. And he like ignored it. Yeah. But it was from the agency page. It wasn't my agent actual page, so he didn't know who it was. So he saw me, and he didn't have it. You know how scouts and coaches had the names. He didn't have his. Okay. So he just had a piece of paper. He said, let me write this number down. Yeah. So he wrote the number. He wrote my like jersey number down. He went back. He was like, oh, that's him.
Yeah. Oh, that's a blessing.
He hit my coach up, I mean, he hit my agent up, and then my agent told me, and I just went the next day. I went and chopped it up with him, and it was a new program.
Okay.
They like, oh, we about to start in Canada. Woo woo. I'm like, okay, I'm in the point of Canada anyway. That was a plan, and it turned out it was rough at first. But I'm like, I overlooked it. I just wanted the opportunity to get my feet through the door, and ended up working out for me. It was bumps in the road, obviously, adversity I had to fight through, but it wasn't nothing I ain't been through before. And so my agent, like, it was like guys that played with my agent in college. Like, it was a bunch of Toronto guys, so I was just in a new environment with new people. Yeah. Good dudes. I appreciated all of them. I had a couple vets. I was the youngest one on the team, so just learning the business about the game, just learning different stuff from those guys really was a blessing. I appreciated it, and I had a great time, for sure.
What was it a major adjustment as far as, was it more of an adjustment on the court or off the court for you?
Let me see. It wasn't really much of an adjustment. It was just like, I felt like I got my life back. Because my last 2 years of college, as I said before in the last interview, I really didn't play. So like, it was like, man, I'm back out on the floor. I'm like, I don't gotta worry about coming out. Like, I can mess up, I'll be good. And it gave me time to just get my feet back under me and just get my rhythm all the way back. That took a couple of games, but I was able to be free again, so I appreciated that. So yeah, I feel like I got it back, and then I got to prove myself right eventually. So yeah.
So this season, do you feel like, because you always keep your confidence high, but did this boost your confidence even more, to take it on to the next level?
Absolutely. So I didn't ask this. So when I was there, I had like a guy that was an NBA trainer, but I met him like 2 years ago when I went to Texas. And he ended up moving out there, and he remembered who I was. He didn't remember me at first. We were working out. I did a move. He's like, that made me remember you right there. and then we worked out. We was working out early in the mornings, and we ended up being the same age. I didn't know he was the same age as me.
Oh, damn, okay.
And then we just locked in from there. Yeah. And I was just getting up every morning, going to work out with him. And and we were just learning. We just bouncing ideas off of each other. And it was cool.
Yeah.
So
one game I want to speak on, I believe it was the last regular season game of the season. You went off for 42 points, 12 assists.
47.
47 points. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. 47 points. Oh, shit. 47 points, 12 assists, 6 rebounds. I was 73% shooting. That's the main important thing. Yeah. But just give me a breakdown of that night, because I couldn't even dream to have a night like that. So first off, give me a breakdown of how you was feeling that night.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't care about the game prior. Like, I was at the point, it was like, stuff was like, just, it was a lot of turmoil towards the end of the season. Our coach had just got fired.
Ooh.
Like, it was stuff, just, there was a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And my dad was out, so like, I was ready to go home.
Yeah, okay.
I wasn't trying to be here no more. And I ended up also getting into it with one of my teammates right before the game.
Oh, that same day, okay.
Same, like, warm-ups. I'm like, bro, I'm mad right now. I'm really furious right now. So I looked at one of my teammates, I'm about to just get off. And then, first half, it's 4 quarters, 12 minutes. I only had 12 points in front.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah, so second half, I'm like, well, I'm going to try to get 30. I'm out there long enough. So I had when I had like 24, I asked the manager, I'm like, how much I got? I'm gonna try to get 40. But I only wanted 30.
Yeah.
I just thought it looked good because I ain't had a 30-point game yet. And then she was like, oh, you got this. She said 24, I had 24. I said, all right, I got the 30. No. So I had 26. Then I got an and 1. So I had 29. And then I got a layup, 31. And I hit a 3. And when I got a 34, I'm like, it's 6 minutes left. I can get another 10 at least. Yeah. Like, I was just going at that. And then I told my teammates, because my teammates, they knew I wasn't no selfish dude.
Yeah.
So like they was all for it. So I'm like, hey, I got 34. Let me keep. No, I had 40 at the time. So let me keep going. They force feeding me every time.
Yeah.
Go ahead. And I had 47. I was trying to get 50.
Yeah.
I was trying to get 50, but
was that your career high? 47.
that's my career stat line.
Yeah.
Career high stat line.
Everything.
Yeah, like I was 11 for 13 from 2, and then I was 8 for 13 from 3.
Yeah.
And then I only took 1 free throw. Like all my stuff was buckets. I had no turnovers. Like that was probably one of my best games, and I only played 32 minutes. So that was like yeah,
that's beastie.
And it was crazy because the night before, I was out with my teammates. I'm telling them, I'm like, y'all, I'm really a high double player. I can really get 29, 16, 6. I'm that player.
Yeah.
And like, they believe me because they see how I play, but it was just the minutes was we had a lot of good players, and I was a rookie, so
yeah.
So just getting to prove myself right. I didn't expect to do that. I'm not gonna lie, that was a surprise, and yeah, that was good. And then they poured the water on me. I got the interview.
Yeah.
I didn't find out I had 12 assists until the interview.
Oh, okay.
So when she told me to start on that, and the best part was being able to talk to my dad and tell him like, and he told everybody. He was
Hey, I'll be proud too. Trust me.
His first, that was like my. It was a couple games, but just him getting out and seeing that, like, I felt good about that. I ain't want to play no more. I was ready to go. I'm like, this is all I need right here. Just want to get through the door.
I feel that. That's why too. I asked earlier, as far as like, is it hard sometimes to feel like you gotta tone back your scoring when you know you can go off like how you went off? You know what I'm saying? So like, is that something like just to keep in mind while you playing? Is that hard to hold back sometimes just to score in you?
Nah, because it's like my whole objective. If I ain't shooting 3, my whole objective is to get in the paint and just make the right decision. If somebody open, I'll pass. If I got a shot, I'm gonna take it. And I just play like that. Like I'm gonna get it in 48 minutes. That's enough time for everybody to get at least double digits. That's on you to make your shots. That's how I feel. But that was just my first time I really got to just massage the ball and have the ball in my hand and just being able to show what I'm capable of. Mind you, this is still my first season. Like being able to, and we didn't really have no gym I can go to whenever or get up shots. So like, I was just hooping off just straight confidence and whenever I could get in the gym. So being able to do that, at 25 years old, just shows that like the ceiling is like very high, and I was very appreciative of that. And that's also scary because it's like ain't no telling how good I can get. So I'm definitely excited about that.
As far as like, and not just that game, but you show that you're a 3-level scorer. Where did that develop? You know what I'm saying? Just all around, being an all-around scorer like that. Because I even see you in the post. You know what I'm saying? You can even get in the post yourself. So just all 3 levels. How did that develop?
Just hooping all the time, honestly, and just it took. Like when my dad got locked up, he was the one before like giving me all the confidence. So it took for me to like go out and just find myself and find my niche with the game, and like then I realized like I can really do everything. Like once I start getting on the weights, I start getting more confident. I'm like, bro, can't nobody really stop me for real. So I kind of came into it. I had everything, but I just didn't know I had everything. So once I realized, like, bro, I got everything. Like, and just developing it, not just having it, but just developing it. Like training like a kid. Like I train like a kid that's trying to get better, even though I know how to do it. Like, I'm still every day, I'm on it. So that just came from just practicing and just knowing that I gotta always looking to get better. Like no matter how good I am, like even when I don't know, I could win an NBA championship, I'm gonna probably go have fun, but I'm gonna be back in the gym. Like that's just me. Like
So I'm glad that you said that. Do you feel like you got like that natural hunger or just excitement for the game like a kid still, and like you need that, you know what I'm saying? As we get older, we get stuff go on in life, and you sort of lose that motivation. And that's what it is when you get older with all people. They just lose that little fire they had when they was a kid. How do you keep that fire lit?
Just I keep that fire lit because it's like I ain't come up in that situation where I had everything handed to me, like, and like I said, there's so much more in me that I gotta like, cause when I was in college, I only played 1 year of high school varsity.
Yeah,
I played the 2 for like 3 or 5 years of college, and then I didn't play for 2. The only year I got to play the 1 was at MA, and like my minutes were like shared. I really wasn't playing no 30, 40 minutes a game, so like, I really never got a chance to really showcase everything I can do. Only time I could really showcase what I can do was when I was coming home for the summer. But like I'd go to school and they like limit my game.
Yeah.
So it's just like now where it's like how my play style is just required. Like pick and rolls, find an open man playing good basketball. Like we ain't doing all these extra plays no more.
Yeah.
So I knew that once I got to this level that what I actually did was gonna be a high commodity. So I'm like, okay, let me just not focus on the now, but prepare for what's to come. Because I'm gonna get opportunity if I keep working.
Yeah.
And I just knowing that, I'm like, man. And then I surprised myself with the 47-12. I can really, I ain't no telling how I'm gonna surprise myself again. I might be 80. I don't know. Like, just working for that unknown and just not knowing what's next, but just having that hunger is just,
Thanks.
So.
Yeah, man. Hey, you a real dog, man. I ain't lying to you. Like I said, man. Just always been a fan of the game. Like, it don't matter if you pro or not, you know what I'm saying? Overseas players. I got favorite players all over the place, you know what I'm saying? But I see that real pro game in you from the first time I seen you, and that was just like a 40-point, just, it wasn't pickup, but just like a pro-am thing you was doing. And you told me then it's more to come from that, you know what I'm saying? So I most definitely peeped that about you. As far as next season, what we got? What's your plan for next season? Are you thinking about going back to Canada, or are you looking for more opportunities?
Canada, like, they love me over there, so that's gonna be somewhere I can always go. But right now, me and my agent working on getting started in Europe. Okay. So wherever I go in Europe, just right opportunity for me, I'm gonna go work my way up there. Yeah. Play some good basketball over there.
As far as slept on players, I don't know if you feel like you slept on, but I was late to catch on you, so I feel like you was slept on.
Oh, I've been slept on my whole life.
All right, bet. So, all right, just as far as the city, you know what I'm saying, we're an underdog city. You can include yourself, but what's your top 3 most slept on players out the city?
I can't answer that right now. Like, I can't answer that because the guys that I know, they don't hoop no more. Okay. But like when they played, it was cold. So it's like I can't even. Yeah. Next question.
No, I mean that. But as far as we got a lot of young talent right now. I don't know if you get a chance to check them out, but like, you know, just all through the city, as far as we got some great talent out here, and they're getting the most exposure ever now. You know what I'm saying? Even from when you was in high school, they're getting even more exposure now. Is there any young talented players right now that you tapped into, games that you like from the city?
I can't think of none specific, but I definitely like all of the youngest now because they kind of was under me. Like all the little guys that's the top kids, they was under me. They was in the gym working out with me. High school, college, they little kids. Yeah. So to see those, anyone you could think of in the city, they was all under me working out. Like we training, we all sweaty, tired. They was under there. They was in there too. So it ain't no surprise to me. Like they just got an opportunity to just show it earlier, younger. Like I'm getting my opportunities now, but it would have been the same for me if I got it in high school. But yeah, they definitely put the work in. They deserve it. It's a matter of time.
Yeah. Even though you still in your journey, you still, you know what I'm saying, full out grind mode in your journey. What would be advice that you give a younger player that's, you know what I'm saying, just now, you know, starting off their journey into, like, you know what I'm saying, school and going into pro one day?
Everything count. Even if it ain't just about on the court, man. The weight room, watching film, anything that's pertaining to your craft, it count. So, like, you don't gotta, even if you can't make it to the court, there's no excuse. Like, you gotta be doing something. Like, and I'm not the kind of person that'd be like, oh, somebody else working, like, because there's always gonna be somebody working when you ain't. Look at the time differences. It's somebody that's 7 hours ahead of you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody that's 2 hours ahead of you. So it might be 2 or it might be 3 your time. It's 5. So they getting up, but that's why you just gotta worry about yourself, worry about your work. Get your work in every day. And what the thing is, people like, they work on their skills and their body, but they don't work on the mental side of the game. That's what gets you from here to here. So work on the mental side of the game. That's the main thing I'm gonna say. You can be able to run and dunk and do all that, but if you smart and you got a high IQ and great feel for the game, you're gonna stay in the game.
And you right to just breaking it down like that. You going up against the world now. It's people up in China that's gonna be in the NBA right now, and it's nighttime right now, but shoot, it's gonna be morning time, middle of the day while you sleep. Yeah. So shoot, you gotta keep the grind. I like that for sure.
You can't control that. Like, there's something you worry about stuff you can't control. Like, you overwork yourself because you worry about somebody working more than you, but somebody always gonna be working when you're not working.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, and too, I'm glad that you brought up the mental side too, because the game, like they say, a lot of times, 90% mental. You know, people got their own little percentage and stuff like that, but the mental side is real important to the game. You know what I'm saying? You going into the game with the right mind, not bringing off court stuff onto the game and stuff like that. So that's a big message for real.
And I learned that about myself. I'm like, if my mental good, can't nobody guard me. If my mental ain't good, anybody can guard me.
Facts.
It's still hard for them to guard me, even when my mental ain't good. So it's really me guarding myself.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
Facts. All right, Jaylin, and too, before we get up out of here, where we gonna see you at next? Are we gonna catch you in the war zone anytime soon? Any other pro-am leagues? It's summertime right now, so where we gonna catch you before next season?
Man, you might catch me in one more war zone. I might do one more, but man, just catch me around, man. Just might run into me. Definitely gonna be in the gym. Yeah, reffing. Yeah, might be reffing your little brother or something. Yeah, training. Just I'm gonna be around, man. Just you ain't gonna see me around everywhere every time, but like, you know, I might pop out once or twice, man. So
and too, ref. I forgot you brought up reffing. How is that experience? You reffing, being on the other side of it?
It's easy to ignore people. Like, you gotta be mentally tough to ref, because I know a lot of people that be in the crowd, they don't know what they talking about.
A lot, yeah. It's
like, come on now. Like, I remember one time I was reffing, one of their parents like, "Oh, you cheating?" I told him, like, "Yep, I'm about to come here and cheat some 4th graders."
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
But it just be the stuff they say out of emotion. It just be wild to me. It's like you care more about it than they do. Yeah. I can see the little kids in the game yelling and talking crazy because they want to win or they got fouled. But the parent is like, come on now. Like, yeah. And it's summer league. You feel like it's a championship or something.
You think Coach Kyle out there waiting in the lobby for their son or something at the moment. Yeah.
Like, but it's easy. Like, I get a chance to learn as well, because it's like, okay, I can do something the ref might not see. Just stuff that I can probably try and get away with. You know, looking at the different angles from the game where the refs ain't. Yeah. So that's why I really want to do it, is just learn. Really.
Okay, bet, man. Before you hit it, we most definitely gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, get you back on before you know, for next season and stuff like that. I need to get my vlog game down. I've been wanting to do, like, you know what I'm saying, pop out the stuff like that, get it all vlog cut up. So I gotta get my vlog game down. But yeah, Johnny BTV, I most definitely want to get some time like that. Probably catch you working out, little stuff like that, man. I fuck with the Hoopers, man. So
For sure.
hell yeah, I for sure want to tap in with that. Before we get up out of here, you want to give any shout outs you want to give?
Man, shout out to everybody that believed in me in the journey or did any kind of investment on the journey. Shout out to like all my past teammates or everybody that believed, that just, you know, instilled some extra confidence in me, whether it was just something small or a long talk, and just shout out everybody that just, you know, got a chance to see the journey and see the grind and see me getting up every day doing this. Like, I appreciate everybody, you know, that's been a part of this journey. And I appreciate you for bringing me back too.
Man, all day, man. Hey, and like I said, more to come. Real genuine on that, man. Love what you're doing. Love your game. Like I said, I'm a fan, so I most definitely love what you're doing, man. You keep going, bro.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that for sure.
Jaylin Scott in the building, man. You already know what it is. It's Johnny BTV, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Love.
Love.